Decision-making. It's something we all do every single day, often without even realizing it. From simple choices like what to eat for breakfast to complex ones like a career change, decisions shape our lives in profound ways. They determine our happiness, success, and overall well-being. The choices we make can lead us to joy and fulfillment or to stress and regret. Mastering the art of decision-making is therefore crucial. It involves understanding the factors that influence our choices and learning how to weigh our options effectively. It's not about having all the answers or making perfect choices every time. It's about being prepared to face the unknown with a structured approach. Instead, it's about having a clear process, a toolbox of techniques to navigate the uncertainties of life and make the best possible choices with the information we have. Tools like mind maps, checklists, and decision-making apps can be incredibly helpful. Effective decision-making empowers us to take control of our lives. It gives us the confidence to move forward, knowing we've made thoughtful and informed choices. It enables us to move forward with confidence, knowing we've carefully considered our options. This careful consideration helps us to avoid common pitfalls and seize opportunities that come our way. It helps us avoid pitfalls and seize opportunities. By being proactive and deliberate in our decision-making process, we can navigate life's challenges more effectively. Ultimately, good decision-making is about making choices that align with our values, goals, and aspirations, leading us toward a more fulfilling and successful future. It's about creating a life that reflects who we truly are and what we truly want. When faced with a decision, a simple yet powerful technique is the classic pros and cons list. It's a straightforward way to visually organize your thoughts and gain clarity on the potential benefits and drawbacks of each option. Start by clearly defining the decision you need to make. Write it down at the top of your page. Then divide the page into two columns, pros and cons. Under the pros column, list all the positive outcomes, advantages, and benefits you foresee if you choose that option. Be specific and detailed in your descriptions. Next, under the cons column, list all the negative outcomes, disadvantages, and potential downsides of that choice. Again, be specific and consider all possible drawbacks. Don't rush the process. Take your time to brainstorm and generate as many pros and cons as possible. It can be helpful to step away from your list for a while and come back to it with fresh eyes. Once you've compiled your list, review each item carefully. Are there any overlaps or redundancies? Can any items be grouped together? Assign weights or scores to each item based on its importance to you. For example, if a pro is highly significant to you, give it a score of 5. If a con is relatively minor, give it a score of 1. By assigning weights, you can visually see which side carries more weight for you. However, remember that this technique is a tool to aid your decision-making process, not dictate it. When faced with more complex decisions involving multiple factors and options, a decision matrix can be incredibly helpful. This visual tool allows you to systematically evaluate each option against a set of criteria, providing a clear and structured way to compare and contrast your choices. To create a decision matrix, start by identifying the decision you need to make and list it at the top. Then list all potential options you're considering down the left-hand side of the page. Next, identify the key criteria or factors that are important to you in this decision. These criteria will form the columns of your matrix. Section 5. Using a decision matrix. This tool helps you make more informed and objective decisions by evaluating multiple options against a set of defined criteria. Once you've established your criteria, assign a weight to each one based on its relative importance. This step ensures that more critical factors have a greater influence on the final decision. For example, if cost is a crucial factor, you might give it a weight of 10. This indicates that cost is highly significant in your decision-making process. If location is less important, you might give it a weight of 5. This lower weight reflects its lesser impact on your overall decision. Now, evaluate each option against each criterion and assign a score from 1 to 10. with 10 being the best possible score. This scoring helps quantify how well each option meets each criterion. For instance, if option A scores high on cost effectiveness but low on convenience, you might give it a score of 8 for cost and 4 for convenience. This differentiation helps in understanding the strengths and weaknesses of each option. After scoring each option, multiply the score by the weight of each criterion. This step adjusts the scores to reflect the relative importance of each criterion. Sum up the weighted scores for each option. This cumulative score provides a comprehensive view of how well each option meets your criteria. The option with the highest total score is the one that best aligns with your criteria and priorities. This methodical approach ensures that your final decision is well supported and rational. Section 6. Thinking long-term with the October 10th 10 rule. The October 10th 10 rule, developed by Susie Welch, is a powerful technique for making decisions with a long-term perspective. It helps us move beyond immediate gratification and consider the lasting impact of our choices. When facing a decision, ask yourself 3 questions. How will I feel about this decision in 10 minutes? How will I feel about it in 10 months? And how will I feel about it in 10 years? This technique forces us to confront the potential consequences of our actions and consider whether our choices align with our long-term goals and values. It can be particularly helpful when grappling with decisions driven by short-term emotions or impulses. Section 7. Preparing for the unexpected. The pre-mortem analysis. The pre-mortem analysis is a powerful technique used to anticipate potential problems or roadblocks before they occur. It allows teams to foresee issues that might not be immediately obvious. By imagining a future where our decision has failed, we can identify potential weaknesses in our plans and develop strategies to mitigate risks. This proactive approach helps in creating more robust and resilient plans. To conduct a pre-mortem analysis, gather your team or decision-makers in a room. Ensure that everyone understands the importance of this exercise. Clearly define the decision and the desired outcome. Make sure the objectives are well understood by everyone involved. Then, imagine that it's 1 year in the future, and the decision has utterly failed to achieve its objectives. Visualize the failure in as much detail as possible. Ask everyone to write down all the reasons why they believe the decision failed. Encourage them to think critically and consider various factors. Encourage them to be specific, detailed, and consider all possible angles. This thorough examination helps in uncovering hidden risks. Once everyone has finished writing, have each person share their reasons, one by one. This collaborative discussion can reveal common concerns and unique insights. Write them down on a whiteboard or flip chart for everyone to see. This visual representation helps in organizing thoughts and prioritizing issues. Section 8. Intuition versus analysis, finding the right balance. While analytical tools and techniques are essential for effective decision-making, it's also crucial to acknowledge the role of intuition. Intuition, also known as gut feeling, is our subconscious mind's way of processing information and providing insights based on our past experiences, patterns, and knowledge. Intuition can be particularly valuable in situations where we have limited time, data, or experience. It can help us quickly assess situations, identify potential risks, and make decisions that feel right. However, it's important to remember that intuition should not be the sole basis for decision-making. Our gut feelings can be influenced by biases, emotions, and past experiences that may not be relevant to the current situation. Section 9. Mastering decision-making, practice and improvement. Like any skill, decision-making is something we can improve with practice and the right techniques. By consciously applying these tools and strategies, we can train our minds to approach decisions more effectively, leading to better outcomes in all areas of our lives. Start by being more aware of your decision-making processes. Pay attention to how you make choices, both big and small. What factors do you consider? What emotions come into play? Seek feedback from others. Ask trusted friends, family members, or colleagues for their perspectives on how you handle decisions. Their insights can help you identify blind spots and areas for improvement. Section 10. Making better decisions, a path to a better future. In conclusion, mastering decision-making is an ongoing journey, not a destination. By embracing the techniques outlined in this essay, we can approach decisions with greater confidence, clarity, and a focus on achieving our desired outcomes. Remember, every decision, no matter how small, is an opportunity to learn, grow, and shape our lives for the better. So the next time you face a choice, embrace the power of these techniques and make a decision that moves you closer to your goals and aspirations. The path to a brighter future is paved with well-made decisions.